Hey, fatty! No, you fat pegs! 170.0 pounds. I was 188 pounds on the 6th of January. I was 170.0 pounds yesterday on the 28th. Okay, I lost 18 pounds in 22 days, you fat pegs! I'm leaving you in the dust! I'm leaving you fat pigs in the dust! Okay, how did I do this? Starving the shit out of myself, you fat pigs! Okay, I went 10 days right off the bat at an average of under 1,000 calories a day. I kept the protein fairly high, I cranked the snake juice salt through the roof, and the rest of the calories were from sugar! Sugar! Fruit sugar! Okay, I wasn't eating any starch even! Fruit sugar! Sugar! Low as hell in the fat, right off the bat. When you're trying to yank the calories from the floor, you cut the fat right out of the diet, you fat pig. What's wrong with the fat on your body? Isn't that healthy fats, you fat pig? You cut the fat right out of the damn diet, you fat pigs. When you're trying to yard those calories from the floor and starve the shit out of yourself? It's the mentality, idiots. You're trying to starve. You're trying to eat as little as possible while still feeling decently satiated. And what does that? A pile of salt. A pile of salt and some sugar. And you cut the fat to nothing. And if you're super fat, you don't even have to worry about the protein. The only reason I got to worry about the protein now is because I'm getting lean as hell. Okay, so I went 10 days right off the hop where I averaged under 1,000 calories a day. Now it's been 22 days. Today is actually day 23. And the largest calorie count I ate on a given day was 1,700. 1,700! Okay, I'm usually eating now right around 1,400 a day. And I can sustain it. How do I sustain that? With a pile of snake juice salt. A pile of salt. Put that shit on everything. And sugar. Okay, zero fat. Okay, that's how you starve the shit out of yourself and still have energy, idiots. Salt, sodium and potassium, and sugar. And my protein, I'm hitting about 0.8 grams per pound of ripped body weight. Ripped body weight for me is about 164. I know this because in the past I pulled 7.1% body fat at like 163, 164 pounds. Okay, I've pulled 8% body fat numerous times on a DEXA scan in the mid-160s. That's how I dial the protein in. Okay, so what does my day look like exactly right now? Okay, literally, I'm trying to eat as little as possible. I'm basically running on pure sugar through the day. Okay, super snake juice. I made a whole video on that. I drank a liter of super snake juice yesterday. Okay, I drank half a liter of V8. Okay, V8 vegetable juice. I ate a pile of pickles. Okay, some days I'll do a clean fast on a black coffee, some baking soda, some snake juice, and go to the gym on no calories at all. Days like today, I was going to hit the punching bag hard. I pounded back a bunch of super snake juice. I pounded back 200 calories of sugar and a pile of sodium and potassium this morning before I went to the gym. Okay, there's no fat there, no protein. Because I didn't want any extra calories. I just needed the pop. I needed the pop, fatty, from the salt and the sugar. When you're cutting weight like crazy and you want energy, the most bang for your buck for energy without ingesting any calories, you can't beat sugar. Okay, I'm talking table sugar, you fat pig. Okay, I'm talking table sugar. Okay, no starch. I'm not eating any starch. Okay, table sugar, fruit sugar. And snake juice salt, sodium and potassium, a pile of snake juice salt. Salt to make your brain fire your muscles, you fat pig. The electrolytes and the sugar for the pop, for that high energy pop that you will not get calorie for calorie from fat. You won't get shit from the fat. If you took in 200 calories of pure fat, ain't doing shit. 200 calories of protein ain't doing shit for energy. Salt and sugar. So I'll go the whole day basically on no calories at all. Okay? Some days I'll break that fast with a pile of pickles at like 3 p.m. Some days I'll have that straight sugar at breakfast, then have the pickles again at 3 o'clock. Okay, then meat sources. Lean, measurable meat sources. Okay, lately I'm dialed in, bitch. I'm dialed in. I can sustain a 1,1600 calorie diet for months. And when you can do that, it's guaranteed Shred City. Okay, if you can already eat the diet that it's going to take to maintain your goal, you're there. You're there. Okay, the meat sources, I've been sticking to Jack Link's beef jerky. It's like 640 calories, like 88 grams of protein, very low fat. And then some days I'll have sardines and water. A couple cans of sardines and water, I'm right around that 120, 130 gram of protein. Okay, you fat pigs can yard the protein through the floor and get the calories even lower. Okay, the only thing you really need to keep the energy up is sugar and salt, fatty. Okay, I'll have shrimp sometimes, 0 fat. Okay, those big ass shrimps are 0 fat. Okay, I just eat the same shit every day until Shred City, fatty. That's it. My mindset's the key. That's why I'm blowing you away. Because when I go into the day, I go into it thinking, how can I starve the shit out of myself? How can I starve the shit out of myself, still having some good pop for activity and hitting a minimum on the protein so I can hold on to muscle right now, because right now I'm getting lean enough where protein's actually an issue. Okay, so you cut the fat right out, idiot. You're trying to drive the calories through the floor. There should be no fat in that fucking diet at all. Okay, minuscule fat from those meat sources, and that's it. The leanest meat sources you can get your hands on. A stupid amount of sodium and potassium. My secret weapons are super snake juice, sugar, and a pile of salt to give myself a crazy amount of energy with next to no calories, or V8 vegetable juice. V8 vegetable juice, anything you can put a pile of salt in and shuttle those salts. A bit of sugar and a pile of salt puts out hunger fighters, fatty. That's how I can sustain such a low calorie count. That is how I can starve this shit out of myself right there. Sugar, for the most energy you can get per calorie out of all 3 macros, is sugar. Straight fucking table sugar. And salt, so your brain can fire your muscles. Okay, that's it. It's simple. Starve, fatty. Until next time, stop fucking eating, fatty.